Good morning and welcome to episode 1180 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, April 4th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Today, I've got protests, Playboy bunnies, porpoises, performers, and more, and possibly more in the coffee.
A lot of peas.
We're pushing P today, fellas.
Pushing peas.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Rich. Thank you. Mark, who is in his childhood home while he records this episode, he's got a lightning round of people who need to chill out on deck.
That's right. A couple girls got fingered in this house.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, where are you at?
Right out of the gates.
Explored the space. Yeah.
They still there?
No, they're not there. No. It's the house I grew up in.
Yeah. Well, brings back fond memories, of course.
That's
Right. Yeah. Those were the days. Those were when fingers were fluttering, blankets were pulled tight.
And I came out of the gates too hot. I need to chill out. And you're right, Will. I've got a lightning round of people that need to chill out.
On deck. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. And Wes has a fools who work in schools to finish us off today.
Correct. This is we'll be talking about some broad that needs to get a new job, to say the least, because she's a fool, and she works in a school.
Oh, she did.
Yeah. No,
I
she still does. Yeah.
Oh, she really?
Yeah.
Not
She's
after
high
this.
up.
Not after this episode.
Hopefully not.
No. Yeah. Sounds like she's in trouble. Real quick before we hop in, how to support the podcast. Okay. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/hardfactor. Join our community. We have the Discord chat in there, which is official group chat of the Hardo Hive. You can chat with the hosts and other listeners all the time. We're very active in there. Go to store.hardfactor.com. Get these merch deals Wes is deleting items every day. And the Jamaica line is going to be gone after 420. So everything, just get it now. Otherwise, you might not get it. It's going to be in the vault. So
That's right.
make sure you do that. Also, submit 5-star reviews at Apple Podcasts for Hard Factor. If you want to hear them read back on Friday's show during the Hive 5, which Wes will be on this week and is taking over. So
That's right. Send them my way. Make sure to send your crystal clear voicemails to hardfactorvoicemail@gmail.com, please.
Oh, yeah. Wes prefers them in the email. So make sure you get them in there. You may not even check the voicemail line, which is 512-270-1480, but Wes might not even check it because he hates it because the quality is low. Also, you can join our live tapings of the podcast at 8 p.m. Eastern, the night before the podcast drops. And you can comment like listener Chris here, who says, "Hey guys, I absolutely love you from Massachusetts. Listen every morning on my way to work." Thank you, Chris. See, he popped into the live just to see what's up. Still going to listen in the morning.
Chris is in luck because my story is coming straight out of Massachusetts.
Ooh, fantastic. Follow at Hard Factor News on social media.
A lot of Massachusetts school stories in the past month.
Yeah.
They had the lighting issues, and
with the guy, they had the crypto miner.
The crypto miner. Then the one school had its lights on 24/7. Yeah.
Pretty impressive what they're doing up there in Massachusetts. Yeah. So, Mark, how's your trip going? You doing good up back home in Herndon?
Yeah, doing good. Saw everyone. I saw Concord, and flying out early today. Early Tuesday.
Nice.
I'm indicating myself onto the plane early in the morning, and I'm going back home.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you've got the late 90s workout equipment behind you.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. You see where I got the first Fatathon inspiration type workout. Yep.
Yeah. I see where Mark's at.
Is that a gazelle?
I know that room in his house. Oh, that is the Tony Little, isn't it? And then I know that room in his house that just like transforms me back to like the Bush era.
Yesteryear. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Nice. Well, you guys ready to do the news?
Let's do it.
We jump in. All right. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first. Here we go.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Top trending news at the time of taping. But first, some more fun facts about whale testicles. I didn't have the whole story yesterday. Mark, I don't know if you heard, but right whales, North Atlantic right whales specifically, their testicles, when combined together, weigh a ton, as much as a Volkswagen Beetle. And So that was
You
submitted.
could
yesterday.
you could get crushed by their testicles
Easily.
Yeah.
Oh, they could kill
Yeah.
you. They could probably kill each other with their testicles.
Yeah.
And I found out the reason why because Evan on Instagram in the Heart of Hive, he sent it in. He said the reason those right whales have such big balls is because they have big mating orgies where one female will have sex with a ton of males. The big old balls are for jizzing out enough semen to flush out the previous male's cream pie.
Whoa.
Holy
So,
shit.
They have
They
to
shoot it with such velocity.
Yep,
It's a
they have to
washout.
clear out. It's a washout.
They're like the
So-
guy that can pull the tablecloth off of the table with with it set and have everything
but
stay.
But they all do that. They all have their own tablecloth they bring to the orgy.
So the biggest load is the one that stays.
Correct, Wes. And it's usually the strongest male that mates last. He calls last. I got last. In his
He knows
big
what's
old
gonna
balls.
happen, yeah.
Yeah. Make sure that his jizz flushes out all the other guys' jizz before him, and it's just his. And all the other whales who went first are
Another
actually
old
cucks.
school reference. They play
Yeah.
jizz knockout.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
They do.
That'd be quite a torture tactic if you could somehow insert like a terrorist into a right whale vagina during mating season.
Oh my goodness.
And then just have like just a wash of right whale
Tape
cum
their eyes and
over and
mouth
over
open.
and over
Yeah.
and over again. Yeah.
Just
Oh.
a few more whales left.
It's a good torture, Wes. Yeah.
That's a good torture technique.
How many whales are coming to the orgy?
Oh. Each one more severe than the last.
Oh yeah, each blast gets stronger.
If that's the bar, I'm in trouble here. If that's the
Yeah.
floor, yeah.
Be singing like a canary in no time.
Yeah, so whales, pretty fucking awesome. I that's a great fact about the balls. All right, related trending whale news this week. There is actual trending whale news. The world's longest captively held orca is preparing to return home to the Pacific Ocean this year or next year, or in
To
the
get
next 2
made
years.
fun of, to get bullied.
Right, probably so. Well, they're going to put her in a pen at first. You'll hear, Mark. They have a plan. But she's been kept in Miami, Florida for the last 53 years. This orca has been in captivity for 53 years, and her tank is only like 80 feet by 35 feet, so not much bigger than an orca.
If any orca is going to kill a human in the wild, it's going to be that one.
Yeah, it's going to be this one, Lolita. She's 56 years old and has been the main star of the Miami Seaquarium for pretty much as long as she's been there, for 53 years. I guess they got her when she was 3. The aquarium announced last Thursday that they will start the process to send her home to the Pacific Northwest over the next 2 years, like 18 to 24 months. And this is
so fucked up. She's just gonna
It is.
die in the
Yeah.
wild, dude.
It is
She has,
fucked up.
she has no chance of surviving in the wild.
they have like they've located a pen area to put her in first, which is, and I'll get to it. You'll understand there's a plan here, and you'll be surprised who the benefactor is. And here he is. He says, "I know Lolita wants to get to free waters. I don't care what anyone says. She's lived this long to have this opportunity, and my only mission is to help this whale get free." Says
Is that Jim Irsay?
Jim Irsay, the Indianapolis Colts owner, who is helping to pay for Lolita's trip home that may cost over $10 million. So Jim Irsay's like fucking
Why is
dedicated
that
to this whale.
expensive?
Yeah, because they gotta like ship her in a tank probably,
Yeah,
and then they
yeah.
gotta put her in this pen.
They
So
have
they're
to
going-
teach her about the wild.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Mark. This is the whole training process. That's probably what's so expensive. They're gonna put her in a sea pen near where her 95-year-old mother is still believed to be alive. So they've
Whoa.
located.
They
her
live that
90
long?
Yeah, they could live to
Holy
like 100.
shit.
So they've located her mom, who's 95, and they're gonna put it like a little sea pen so she can be like kind of half like a crate in the wild for an orca, and then see.
It's like
if
when
she
you get a
can-
goldfish, you put it in the bag first.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and then drop it in and see if the other fish don't kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
they say that they like remember each other by song. So apparently
Yeah.
they think that if she sings near her mom in this pen, they'll like rekindle and it'll be all
53,
good.
53 years later. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, they better have memories like elephants, right?
Yeah.
Which
You know
I
what?
think they came from elephants, maybe, or
I mean,
came from them. I don't know.
It's hopefully that happens, but I don't think we're going to get the full story. I think she's going to get eaten within 2 seconds. But this reminds me. Howard Stern was talking about Easter's coming up, and a lot of people buy. Mark's absolutely right. She's going to die. A lot of people buy Easter bunnies for their kids for Easter, and then they realize that hey, we don't want this thing, and then they basically just
get
put
eaten
it out
by a fox.
They just put it out in the wild, and the Easter bunny just sits there like a sitting duck, like the goat in Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
true. But here, think about this one though. This is an apex predator who sat for 53 years watching humans taunt her and probably has built up a lot of rage. So maybe
she's going to get some bumps in too, for sure.
Maybe she's going to have a little bit of moxie when she gets back out there in the wild. Maybe she might just get eaten alive by her own family too. We will find out. They'll put a tracker on her for sure. And I've got to hand it to Jim Irsay and the Dolphin Company here. They're making a huge leap forward in orca-mankind relations, and I think we should all be grateful for what they're doing here because this is going to come back, to benefit us one day somehow.
There's no way Jim Irsay remembers that he's doing this.
But I'm glad he is.
Yeah,
but I'm glad
he got drunk and watched Free Willy or some fucker like the Whale Rider, like the New Zealand movie.
It touched him to the core.
Yeah, and he absolutely started. He had a really drunk crying session, and vowed to save the one that's been in captivity the longest. That's how this happened.
I'm glad he did.
Yeah,
I'm glad he did. We need those orcas on our side when the robots rise up.
Yeah,
mark my words. All right. Some other trends, guys, in the news that just won't quit this week. They've been trending. They keep trending. LSU and Olivia Dunne, you remember her, of course, they advanced to the NCAA gymnastics Final 8, and the Tiger baseball and softball teams also are trending for tearing it up right after the women's basketball team won the Natty. Go Tigers. That's weird. LSU, multiple teams trending in the same week.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind being the balance beam when she falls down.
Yeah, Olivia Dunne is electric. She has changed the game of women's gymnastics in college.
I mean, she's a 10. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Everything. Yeah. She is the face of women's gymnastics now. Also,
she's already a millionaire, isn't she? She's
NIL deals. Yeah. So was Bayou Barbie. Angel Reese, she has 17, I think. So yeah, the women at LSU really cleaning up on those NIL deals. Also, OPEC will not stop trending. It's just permanently trending on Twitter at this point. People are freaking out about the rising gas prices from their scale back that we talked about yesterday. They're going to make over 1 million less barrels of oil a day for the rest of the year. And now people are really sweating the fact that the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve has been completely drained to levels that, we hadn't seen since right after it was implemented in the early 80s. So, people are pretty concerned about this gas and oil stuff. One lady in England recently died of hypothermia after refusing to turn on her heater over the winter over the astronomical gas bill.
Not going to do it.
Just didn't do it into hypothermia.
Over my dead body.
That's how much she didn't want to pay the high gas prices. So, yeah,
now her family's paying the funeral bill. Yeah.
That's a tough way to go. Yeah, her family is doing the funeral. They're sad. And over in Portugal, they're so mad about inflation, they've just started protesting absolutely everything at this point. Rent is up 65%. Home prices are up 137% from 2015. And now the gas stuff on top. Portugal has had enough, and so they're just partying in the streets.
Well, that looks like a cool protest. I mean, they've got drums. It looks like it looks fun.
Yeah, it does. I was thinking, if stuff got, that bad in the U.S., this is the way to do it. You just throw a barbecue in the street.
We just throw bricks through windows.
Yeah, this proves that when you get that many Portuguese together, no matter how angry they are, it turns into fun.
Yeah, they just party and blow whistles and shit. It's awesome.
What the hell were we protesting? And it turns into a party, yeah.
Yeah, you just, you eat the... What do they make?
Meats.
You eat the Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah, meats and the music and
octopus.
All of a sudden, everyone's playing soccer
Ceviche,
somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, delicious. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Anyways, Portugal, they're pissed about inflation. They're all so mad about cost of living, basically.
So what the fuck? If everyone in the world's having the same problem, also it's going to be like a world overthrow. What's going to happen?
Lot. No, I think it's a lot. It's a worldwide recession. I think that's what's happening.
So, but what did we all get? We all get homeless.
Right? A lot like 08,
What the hell? But what happened in 08?
Well, it was just a big turn down. I mean, it was a big turn down. France, you saw tons of protests in Europe before shit really went south here. Same way.
Eventually, the housing has to come back down, right? Because you can't.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
make everyone homeless.
Prices on everything will drop eventually, you'd think.
Hopefully.
Except
Yeah, they're just
Except-
enslaving people with debt.
right.
That's the problem, is that inflation, this time we have inflation on top of it. Mark, I think people are worried that we'll get to the point of stagflation, which is where you have high inflation and high unemployment, which hasn't happened in the US since the late
Which
70s.
is that's like a what's it called? A French Revolution style.
Oh, that's like everybody's
Yeah.
fucked. People are getting yelled at home.
That's tough. That's tough.
People are
Yeah.
moving back home with family
Right.
situation. Yeah. So yeah. And so the Portuguese are already kind of in it. They're like, hey, we work and we can't even afford to fucking live here. All right. So government, we're just going to fucking barbecue in the street until you make it affordable to live here on a job.
You clean up our mess, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just going to sit here and eat delicious barbecue.
That's cool.
Which, I mean, is a good way to protest. I wish we did that here instead of do the bricks through the windows thing, you know?
I
It's
agree.
a much better protest.
Yeah.
Just the barbecue.
Hey, should the women put on bikinis? Should we go to should we take it to the beach of Portugal?
Is this enough
Yeah.
barbecue smoke, you think?
I'm just going to make paella in the streets. Yeah. I mean,
I want to be angry over here, but in the sand.
going to drink some
Take your
delicious
top off.
white
That'll piss 'em
wine.
off.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that sounds a lot better. Okay. Moving it on to better news and protests. Entertainment news. Lots of entertainment news today. Matthew McConaughey is joining the Yellowstone cast, I guess, or he's on the show. I don't know.
Really?
Going to Yellowstone. I saw The Rock is making a live action Moana for Disney. So my daughter's obsessed with Moana, so I'll be watching that. DC's Blue Beetle trailer dropped, and James Gunn says he's very excited about it.
No, he's not. You saw the trailer. No, he's not.
He tweeted that he is.
We
but-
talked about this. This was probably done before him. That looks like the worst. It looks like Twilight style teeny boppy bullshit superhero crap for 12-year-old girls. Looks fucking awful.
The suit looks cool, but yeah, the rest of the movie.
What happens to him when he turns into the Blue Beetle?
He
a
has
sweet
wings.
suit. He has a
He,
sweet
he,
ass
he
suit.
turns into like a
Flies like a beetle?
Yeah, he flies like a beetle.
Yeah, beetle. But he's got also weapons. The beetle makes weapons.
It's like a 14-year-old boy that turns into a beetle. It's pathetic.
He is young. It's a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to do any fucking service for James Gunn, who was accused of being a pedophile. That's for sure.
Yeah, the age of the main
Blue
character.
Beetle.
is suspect,
He shouldn't
yeah.
be tweeting about the Blue Beetle. He should have said, "It happened before me."
I think you might be onto something, Mark.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got a little cough. Just clearing it up. Okay. And last bit of entertainment news here. Home Alone 2 star, Donald Trump is, of course, scheduled to be arraigned in New York City, where he filmed his starring role. And then immediately after, give a campaign rally speech right after he's arraigned in Mar-a-Lago, Florida. So he's making a big day of it today, this Tuesday. So watch out for that. More to come later on that this week for sure. Which brings us to the biggest entertainment news of all on this show. The WWE. Ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
World Wildlife Federation.
No. This WWF.
They had to change from WWF
Yes.
to WWE
Yeah.
because the World Wildlife Federation
right.
exists. But no, the Worldwide Wrestling Entertainment Group. Now, I guess it used to be Federation. They've been sold to Endeavor Group Holdings, and so it can be combined under the same organization as the UFC and become a publicly traded stock. So basically, the UFC and the WWE will be under the same parent company, Endeavor Holdings Group. It's a $21.4 billion deal, which allows both Dana White and Vince McMahon, who I think maybe now going by Vincenzo McMahon. He's gone full heel.
That can't be real, right?
He's got full
That's
heel
real.
and with a pencil thin mustache. So he may be changing up his avatar for the wrestling stage anyways. But he is allowed to retain his role as chairman of the WWE. Dana White is allowed to retain his role as president of UFC and get to call all the shots over there. Yeah. And so I don't know. The new stock ticker, you guys want to take a guess what it's going to be?
WWE.
WWUFC.
It's 3 letters. It has to be 3 letters. So
UWE.
UW. Yeah, you got it. UWE.
no, but that's a good guess. But
UWC.
it's way cooler. TKO.
Oh shit!
It's pretty
That is
badass.
cool. That is
It's
cool.
pretty badass. Makes me want to invest, honestly. TKO.
Yeah, TKO.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I guess I'll be happy that I'll watch wrestling a little bit more because I'm usually just watch UFC these days, and I like wrestling. But you guys care? Are you guys does it make a difference for you?
No.
I like Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Not gonna watch wrestling.
I like both. I like both. I watch both, but I think it's bad. And as a fan of both, I think it's bad. I think that the current WWE setup's awesome. It's on the Peacock, and you can watch every pay-per-view like WrestleMania, Royal Rumble for free, or like $8.99 a month for your Peacock. They haven't been doing pay-per-views for like a couple years in the WWE. The UFC only does pay-per-views, and they do really, really expensive ones like $75.99, $79.99 with an ESPN Plus subscription on top of that. So I think now you're looking at they're going to bundle pay-per-views like during a WrestleMania weekend. It's going to be like Saturday nights the WrestleMania, Sunday nights the UFC, whatever, and they're going to pay like $130 for.
Fuck, no way.
It's that's what's coming. I think it's bad. I think it's bad for both.
You think
I don't like it. I don't
you
like
think
it.
like they'll try to get you to buy both by giving you a discount?
Yes, exactly. WWE is going back to pay-per-view for sure, and you can buy them each individually for $75, or you can get them for, I fucking hate it, to be honest.
I
get it. I hate it a lot.
It's going back to the cable days, the old school cable days.
Yep,
all WWE fans probably watch UFC, but nowhere near as many UFC fans watch WWE. I
think it's gonna be more I know, but as someone who does, I hate it.
There's a lot of crossover, and I think a lot of the fans of both are with Mark, because a lot of UFC fans consider wrestling fake and like an offense to fighting, I think. And then like I don't think WWE fans necessarily always mix well with the UFC fans.
I think
either,
all WWE fans watch UFC, but not the other way around.
There's a big crossover. I'm just saying I know the UFC model is greedy as fuck, and they're gonna make it more expensive for the fans.
Well, yeah, I mean it's a bit. Yeah, they're definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, it's the publicly traded. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Well, sorry,
like
Mark.
Paying for a home phone when all you want is fucking internet. It's
yeah, they're making Mark get the whole package.
Yeah.
I'm out on both. So
as the guy who's
gonna
both. It affects you the most, so I'm sorry. It doesn't really affect. I mean, I'll still order some of the UFCs, but I don't order like every one, so it's not going to affect. Sorry, Mark. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that.
It's all good.
Sorry.
Can I put up a live comment?
Vincenzo fucked me.
Yeah.
There's a good comment from Jared Lindsay. He's old Vince looks like he tied a lady to the train tracks. Yeah.
Yes. there's a famous character he looks a lot like.
Or tried to melt Frosty.
He looks like the director you talked about last time, Wes, like the creepy director, John Waters or whatever his name is.
John Waters. That's the one that was trending because of Vince's new look. Yeah. John Waters.
John Waters' mustache is even thinner though. Even
he
more
looks
disgusting.
He looks like he looks like he called James Gunn to congratulate him on Blue Beetle.
Yeah. Well, that looks
creepy.
nice.
John Waters. Yeah.
Can't wait to see that one. Boy, that boy looks young and fit.
He does look fit. I like when he turns into the Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I like when when he comes down from the Blue Beetle
and
he's
changing.
naked. And he's naked, you know?
Yeah. I'm glad you put it into the immediate naked stage when he gets out of that suit.
Yeah, that's a good touch. Like Terminator.
Old Vincenzo McMahon. All right, guys. Better news then. I'm sorry that one didn't hit you the right way, Mark. I hope it ends up being good, even though it seems.
I hope so too. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, you're probably not, but hopefully you are, because then that way you'll be happy. Which brings us to better news in
the cream of the crop.
And just yesterday, we talked about how sad it was that the young hottie Prime Minister Sanna Marin of Finland lost her re-election bid. You know
what?
Yeah.
Everyone loved her. Who did they elect?
Well,
God?
Apparently not the Finns. The Finns didn't love her. Everybody but her people loves her. And so she lost her re-election bid, unfortunately. But guys, the universe has a funny way of evening itself out. You ever seen that Seinfeld? Even Steven, with
George.
Yeah.
No matter what he did, it evened out. Yeah.
I think it was Jerry who evened out. But yeah,
okay.
I mean, the universe does it.
Then I didn't see it, yeah.
The universe does it. It evens itself out. Water finds its level. That's the saying, right? So because of that, I'd like to introduce you fellas to French Junior Minister of Citizenship, Marlene Schiappa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so Marlene, maybe not as striking as Sanna right off the bat. She's not a prime minister. She's a lower level politician, but she is. I think Marlene's.
Listen, I think Marlene's right up there. I think that's not the best picture of Marlene, but I can see what kind of potential Marlene has.
It's one of the better pictures of Marlene.
If I didn't have a microphone in my hand, I would clap. I'd clap for it. It's nice. It's
She
nice.
looks good. She looks
Yeah,
good.
good job.
Marlene is a self-described feminist, and she recently got an angry call from the French Prime Minister, Elizabeth Borne, of her own party, who's mad at her for being on the cover of French Playboy.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
There you go. See, Marlene, that's the best picture of Marlene.
I'm mad at her too because they don't sell French Playboy here. So
Yeah, it looks incredible. It looks like
should have been on our Playboy. Yeah.
a great episode.
What's
a
that
great
prison tat she has
addition.
on her tit?
49.3. So that's a little call out to Macron, kind of poking fun at him for passing all of that pension reform without putting it through Parliament. Or through Congress. I don't know what the French call it. But anyways, so she made fun of French President Emmanuel Macron, but I think everybody in the world at this point has made fun of Macron. So they're mad at her about that. They're mad at her about going on this Playboy and causing a scene. They're saying there's bad timing.
Who the hell's mad at her? Come on.
Only the politicians, I think. The Playboy cover will be accompanied by a 12-page interview in which Schiappa discusses the ongoing protests. So she talks about what's going on right now. Her legislation outlawing catcalling and street harassment in France, and she talks about LGBT rights. Her own party and the opposition party says it's come at a horrible time. They're trying to use her as like a scapegoat for everything that's wrong in France, as the entire country protests the pension and economic situation. But as I said, she's literally talking about the protests in the Playboy interview. And I would bet
but no one was reading about it.
I bet the protesters don't care nearly as much about Marlene's incredibly voluptuous bosoms as they do about the pension system and economic collapse that they're all protesting against in France. So, in fact, I think the French government owes not only their citizens. No, she isn't. Well, she doesn't even get naked. So it's tasteful. So I think the French government not only owes their citizens who are protesting against
it's even hotter, leaves it up to imagination,
an apology. They definitely owe Marlene an apology over this. I mean, maybe even give her Macron's job. Like,
I'd like to get her and her right whale together. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, does anybody else in France have any better ideas than putting out this Playboy episode with a politician on it?
Nope. This is the best thing we've heard out of France in a while.
Yeah. Exactly. Mark, we've been doing the show since 2018, and this is literally the coolest story out of France besides Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
That's over 4 to 5 years of coverage.
France has to realize this is a win for them. They got to take it,
Right.
This is huge.
So it's like Mbappe and then this chick. And then now they're yelling at her because they say it's
our prime minister is so beautiful and loved around the world.
Well, they got nude beaches over there. What the fuck is their problem?
They're being protested by.
They don't want their prime ministers to do it, West.
Give me a fucking drink.
Viciously. Yeah. Anyways, I think that the French got this one all wrong. You guys are with Marlene, right? I mean,
of course.
I don't care what she says. I agree with her.
Yeah, we support Marlene. Okay, and that's today's coffee. And today's show was brought to you by Factor Foods. Power up for springtime with Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. Get nutritious, chef-prepared meals delivered straight to your door, leaving you time and energy to tackle everything on your to-do list. Look and feel your best in time for warmer weather with calorie-smart meals around 550 calories or less each. Factor, by the way, is the best. If you're trying to lose a little weight, the best for portion control. If you're a big guy like me or just can't control your portions regardless of your size, Factor can really help you do it because it comes in the box. They give you exactly what you need in the meal. Too busy to cook? With Factor, skip the trip to the grocery store and skip the chopping, prepping, and cleaning up too. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So all you have to do is heat and enjoy. Factor has delicious flavor-packed meals to help you live life to the fullest. Choose from keto, vegan, plus veggie, calorie smart, and protein plus options on the menu each week, prepared by chefs and approved by dietitians. Each meal has all the ingredients you need to feel satisfied all day long. There's 34 meal options each week and over 45 add-ons like snacks and smoothies you can get included in your box as well. So you can do pretty much all of your shopping for your food at Factor. Want to cut back on takeout? Get Factor instead. Not only is Factor cheaper than takeout, but meals are ready faster than restaurant delivery in just 2 minutes. Put the time and money you save towards planning activities for when the weather warms up this spring. It snowed in Reno today, so I've got time. Thank you, Factor. Get Factor and enjoy clean eating without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals and delivered to your door. Ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/hardfactor50 and use code hardfactor50 to get 50% off your first box. That's code hardfactor50 at factormeals.com/hardfactor50 to get 50% off your first box.
Do it. It's
Delicious.
worth it. It's delicious. Do it.
It is.
It is. Okay. Well, if you're like me, you love spring. Who doesn't? But you may not love figuring out how to take care of your yard. Does anyone else like go to the store and just stand there wondering where to start in the yard section, or just basically give up right away? Like,
Me.
Yeah.
I couldn't even do my yard before I got the help of the people you're about to talk about.
Yeah. I guess I'll just have a shitty yard again. No, it's okay. That's where Sunday lawn comes in. Okay. Sunday is everything you need to get the lawn you've dreamed of. This spring, go to getsunday.com/hardfactor and enter your address to get a customized plan created just for your lawn. Okay. They're going to be like, oh, you live here. Oh, this is how big your lawn is. This is what you want. This is what you need. No trips to the store or hauling heavy bags that get like, they're always like one of the four corners is pinched. And then all of the dirt and stuff is now in your
all over your car.
Always, every single time. You know
your
it.
Pants, your shirt,
everything.
dirty.
You ruin an outfit. All you need is a hose to apply Sunday. You can fertilize your whole lawn in less time than it takes to watch an episode of your favorite TV show, like that Seinfeld episode that I got it wrong. Thanks. It's me, Al Green. Big Seinfeld fan, apparently. And then
I'll do the episode.
Yeah. And then they only use ingredients you can feel good about, right? No harsh chemicals. I just got a dog. She loves the yard. I don't want to kill her. I can't with Sunday because it's very pet friendly. No long waiting periods. You're trying to keep your kids and pets off the lawn. Simply apply, let it dry, and you're back to enjoying your yard. Sunday is easy and affordable. Some lawn care services cost more than $1,500 a year. Get that out of here. But Sunday's full season plans just start at just $109. That's like, I don't know the math, but I think 1,500% less or something. And Sunday is offering our listeners 20% on top of that off. Okay. Full season plans start at just $109 and you can get 20% off when you visit getsunday.com/hardfactor at checkout. That's 20% off your custom plan at getsunday.com/hardfactor. Come on.
The best.
What's the point of having a nice yard if it's going to kill your kid, you know?
That's just,
yeah.
Kill
you
your
gotta be
kid, kill your
scared
pet.
of it.
Yeah.
Looks beautiful, but it's
you
deadly.
spend $1,500 on the lawn and then another $1,500 on the funeral, and then probably. Anyways, let's move on.
Wait, Mark, before you move on,
Yeah.
can I address a comment
Sure.
by someone I love and also hate,
Yeah.
Jack Severt? He says, I said I wanted to see Marlene and a right whale get together, and Jack, of course, assumed that I wanted to see a right whale fuck Marlene.
Well,
and that
but
is
Wes,
not what I
mean,
wanted.
Given your history, can't you see why he might assume that?
No,
Yeah.
because I want to
Wes,
see Marlene get covered in cum is what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
I will say Jack is one of our staunchest fans. He says a lot of nice things about the show and us every day on YouTube. He comes at Will a little hard, and he said one of the meanest things I've ever seen in any YouTube comment directed towards Wes is intelligency earlier this week.
What did he say?
What was that about, Jack? You should.
What did he say? I didn't even see it.
He said something about you talking about Cam, and he goes, "This just goes to show that even an idiot can raise a smart kid." And he kept,
Oh no!
I didn't see
and he
that.
piled up because you're too stupid to read it. Apparently,
Well, Jack is a cocksucker.
I could not believe it. I could not.
He also stalked me for a time. He's like, "Oh, is that your business
But
name?"
he is our biggest defender every time
Look,
for the show. But
It's tough love. Hey, Jack, by the way, we still need to take out those other Fat Boy Summer guys with the trademark thing. So
Yes, help us with that. Yes, please.
I'll respond to the email.
Okay, so I have missed a few shows, so I want to do a few stories, which is why.
Living on the edge of a lightning bolt, and I do not apologize for that.
That's right. That's right. It's a lightning round, and this lightning round is a theme that really I could probably do every show for the rest of the year, and that's about people that need to chill. Okay, got a lot of those in the news. A lot of those. First up,
yeah.
First up is
Great
another
year for this segment.
It's again every day. Could do it tomorrow. I could do it tomorrow if you like it. First up is another common theme in the past few years that we've covered, and that's someone or some ones that have lost their GD mind again at a chain restaurant, mainly a fast food restaurant, over some fucking missing sauce or a missing item. Okay, didn't get the duck sauce, didn't get the biscuit, didn't get the ketchup. this case didn't get the cheese at Chipotle. Not enough of it, at least. Yeah. Not good, bro. This time we're headed to a Chipotle in Ohio, where this was the aftermath of a pair of people that were not happy that they did not get enough cheese, that actually makes sense. I know you're like, well, Mark, this is an appropriate reaction for not getting enough cheese, but bear with me because you will hear they actually do overreact.
You get to watch them make your burrito in front of you. How does this even happen?
Right. Can't you just ask for the more cheese right there?
I think
a little bit more.
So they did, but they were refused.
Oh,
man.
You see what I'm saying?
What Chipotle worker says
infuriating.
no? Yeah.
This one. In Ohio.
See, everybody's in bad moods. All these people are like waiting to snap on somebody, including the person that said no to giving it a couple extra flakes of cheese from Chipotle. You know, the people who are ready to fight the fucking.
Everyone needs to chill out. In this story, everyone needs to chill out. Yeah. Just give them the extra cheese.
It's it's Chipotle's cheese.
Yeah.
It's not your cheese.
It doesn't even matter.
Your cows. It's not your cows. Yeah.
You're getting a bonus if you save cost.
Certainly not.
They weigh in the cheese bag at the end of the shift.
Certainly they aren't.
I was warned.
Maybe the employees are using too much cheese than they are. Yeah. I was warned. Yeah. No one's warning anyone over there. So here's what happens. They get the food, one of the two items they sell at Chipotle, either a burrito, a bowl, or the smallest quesadilla on the face of the earth.
Oh, right.
And they're like,
for some reason, it's like the same price as everything else.
have you seen those quesadillas? It's embarrassing. And they're like, where's the rest of the fucking cheese? Or, like, you didn't give me the cheese I asked for when I asked for you and you said no and shook your head and wrapped up the burrito in front of me. So then they got physical, cornering one of the employees. They even like snatched her Chipotle hat or visor right off her head. It's like, Spurrier! The visor's coming off. Ripped her fucking visor off. And then they did what you saw in the picture, flipped over a bunch of tables and trash cans.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. One of the two customers pulls out a handgun. Now we've crossed the line. Now we need to chill. Yeah.
Jesus.
This jumped. The other buddy started yelling, shoot them all. And the customer with the handgun said, okay, and tried to. Luckily, the gun malfunctioned. They almost turned they almost turned the Chipotle into Tiananmen Square over a half ounce of shredded cheese.
They almost made it Swiss cheese over cheese.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Now they need to chill, huh? It turns into an armed robbery when they stole a cell phone on the way out. And according to the police report, they never got the extra cheese, but they also haven't got the regular amount of justice as they have not been caught yet.
Wow.
Whoa.
These people need to be caught ASAP.
Yeah. They're trying to shoot everyone. If they get their hands on a non-malfunctioning gun, they're going to kill someone.
That is terrifying for everybody inside the Chipotle.
Yeah.
And dude, you got a new lease on life after that one.
Yeah.
You see that dumbass's gun click and doesn't go off.
I told you I didn't need an after-school job, Mom. I almost got shot today.
Yeah, you're not going back to that shop. But these two dicks are somewhere free, being decidedly unchill. Very unchill.
Yeah, they need to get those guys.
They need to chill out.
What city is that, Mark, again?
Ohio. I didn't see the exact city in Ohio. It's in Ohio.
Damn.
Google that.
Ohio man.
Might want to Google
you know what
that.
I've seen trending
Ohio
recently?
mans are nuts.
Ohio man versus Florida man. A lot of people are talking about that now. Who's crazier, Ohio man or Florida man?
Ohio men are nuts.
A lot. Yeah.
Next group of people that need to chill out is Italians. Italians need to chill out, or more specifically, the politicians in charge right now in Italy. They've been banned on a banning spree. They're banning immigrants, gay parental rights, lab meats. I think a bunch of other shit. We've covered
ChatGPT. They banned. Yeah,
ChatGPT.
They banned like 7 things in the last week.
They're banning everything. Here is one thing that they're trying to ban now in a new bill, which is interesting: English words being spoken in Italy.
That's so Italian.
Yeah,
that is the most angry Italian politician to put that shit up.
Yeah, English.
I mean, Italian is a much better language than English, but
they just don't want to be bothered.
Sounding.
Man. They don't want to be asked if they speak English. They just don't want to be fucking bothered by English.
They don't want it. They don't want it in their country. Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni wants to, quote, defend and promote the Italian language and protect the national identity with a proposed bill that will punish the use of English and other foreign words in official communications with fines between 5,000 and 100,000 euros.
But this is so stupid because, okay, if you've been to Italy, right, in the countryside, nobody speaks English. So this is going to be really easy to uphold like outside of the cities. But in Rome, there's no chance that people are going to stop speaking English because there's so many fucking people coming in from other countries, and English is the universal language that they all use to communicate.
Hold up the fucking gelato line because an American can't understand you.
It's official communication, so you'll hear more. It's all speeches, emails, schooling, universities. We're going to get to it from people that work for Italy and Italian nationals. If a tourist comes over there, they're just going to get spit in their food.
They'll just spit on you and then speak Italian.
But you won't get fined if you're like a tourist. This is for Italians will get fined that work for the government, etc. So under the new law, and the university class that isn't specifically aimed at teaching a foreign language must be Italian. Courses in foreign languages will only be justified when targeted to foreign students. So you have to be a foreigner learning a foreign language to speak English. Anyone holding an office in public administration must have written and oral knowledge and mastery of the Italian language. Take a test in Italian. Maloney's bill says English demeans and mortifies the Italian language, especially since the UK is no longer part of the European Union. Thanks a lot, Brois. Now we're going to get spit in our pasta. We're going to order a calzone with a hint of a luge,
You know what's interesting? Yeah, this is... and. The Netherlands also is cracking down on British people. They want them out. They're moving the prostitutes out of the red light district because the Brits are too crazy. Now the fucking Italians are also like cracking back on the Brits and Americans at the same time. Pretty nuts. Nuts. You didn't used to see that so much in Europe.
U.S. dollar and English language is getting pushed back finally. Fuck, that sucks. Apparently, English words, though, have been accepted into the most renowned Italian dictionary or encyclopedia. So whatever that is. What's ours? Webster's? I don't know what the fuck ours is. But theirs is called Treccani. And
Webstarios?
Yeah, exactly. So this Treccani is like their main dictionary, and English words have been accepted at a 773% increase rate in the past 20 years. So you know how like every year we get 50 new words.
They're so pissed.
They want to stop this and reverse it and punish it. There are now 9,000 English words accepted in the official Italian dictionary to like the 90,000 Italian. So it's like
Maloney's
10%.
So
but Maloney's like, it's driving Maloney and Italian nationals absolutely insane that every year like a new 150 English words are being accepted. Like I can't fucking believe it. But they say rilassati tutti, which is AKA.
It unclicked for you.
Let's try it again. Oh, let me play it from the beginning. This is rilassati tutti.
All right, everyone, chill.
That's it. Chill out, Italy. Okay. I get maybe wanting to slow down the acceptance of English into the dictionary over there. Sort of. If you're old school, fine, whatever. But fining people 10, 20, 30,000 euros for speaking a word is absolutely total bullshit. Chill out.
Yeah,
it's
nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I'm glad it's just official communication because seriously, in Rome,
email speeches, classrooms, stuff like that. You can still go to the gelato shop and fuck up, and order it horribly. They're just going to be more.
They're
mean
just
to you.
going to be
They're
extra
mean to you.
racist to you.
Yeah,
Italians announcing that they're racist is not like exactly like a revelation. It's
No,
not
they
like
don't. No.
like, oh no, you hate us? No way.
Up until a couple of years ago, they were throwing bananas on the pitch whenever.
Yeah, they're the most racist fuckers.
Whenever a black player played in the Serie A match. Yeah.
Everybody knows. You
know, we just threw 10,000 bananas at the black player because we had them. We had to get rid of the bananas. Yeah, we get it. Okay. All right.
I don't even think because when we were over there, if you're American and you're part Italian, I don't think that counts either. You're still trash.
Oh no, you're still trash.
Yeah.
But you can still hang out with them. We were still drinking with them.
Oh yeah, they're still friendly. But
they're still friendly, but behind your back, they're like, you go to the bathroom, they're like the fucking idiot. All right.
Oh, by the way, Mark, it was Columbus, Ohio, first guy.
Ooh.
Or first the shooters. Yeah.
So be wary of these two lunatics in Columbus, Ohio. And hopefully Yeah. Okay, so last little fucker that needs to chill out is this guy. Okay. You see him? That's 4-year-old. Yeah, this guy. That's 4-year-old Saeed Rashid Al-Maheri of the UAE. Okay. Saeed's officially the youngest person in the world to publish a book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a picture book?
Right.
So, like a book. His book is titled The Elephant, Saeed, and the Bear. And you can see it kind of on the left there. I haven't read the book, but I don't see a comma between the elephant, Saeed, and the bear, and only see a picture of an elephant and a bear, which leads me to believe this little prick named the bear after himself, the elephant Saeed, right?
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't even humble enough to not leave his name out of the title, becoming the first youngest author. It's the elephant Saeed and the bear by Saeed Al-Mahari. The fucking kid's name's on the cover twice.
Yeah. So he's cocky.
You think? You think he's cocky? Chill out, Saeed. Publishing a book at age 4. His stupid book, which probably sucks, has sold well over 1,000 copies already and counting. So he's got a published book that's selling, and now an official Guinness Book of World Records youngest author in the world record. Could you imagine like trying to play blocks with Saeed in daycare? You think he's going to share or be chill when you put the star in the square shape by accident or where the fuck?
He's constantly like laughing at the other kids who aren't as advanced as him at 4.
Yeah, the teachers and the kids all have a handful of Saeed at daycare. Okay,
Let's read my book.
Yeah, let's read my book.
Does everybody want to read Saeed the elephant again?
Yeah. And he's only going to let himself read it, of course, because the other idiots can't read. This is rich. Saeed said he was inspired by his sister, Al-Dahabi, who holds the Guinness World Records title for youngest person to publish a bilingual book and youngest person to publish a bilingual book series. It was so good, she went with the series at like 7 or whatever the fuck. Real chill family, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much.
Jesus.
They're doing too much.
Way too much. This is what the little fucker said. I love my sister so much and I enjoy playing with her all of the time. We read, write, draw, and do so many activities together. I wrote my book inspired by her, as I felt that I can on my own books too. Hey, Saeed.
UAE, huh?
Hey, Saeed.
Dickwad.
Chill out, dickwad.
I don't know if they let women write over there.
Doing too much.
He's doing too much. I don't know. Yeah. Well,
They
his
let
sister got away with
right.
it.
Where? Wait.
UAE, United Arab Emirates. They're yeah.
I think you have to be a wealthy woman, Wes. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's too young for them to catch it. She's not university age yet. They'll nip that in the bud soon. That's why they forced him to write a book at 4 to get the record back. Anyways, that's round 1 of People Need to Chill. There you go.
Nice. Hey, Mark, the commenters, many of them saying you're looking very svelte.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Got a good ankle. Good. Did a lot of walking,
There you go.
All right, let's close it out with the fools that work in schools. Also a bonus dog, people that need to chill out. And this time we're going to East Hampton, Massachusetts. And if you don't know where East Hampton, Massachusetts is, there it is right above Springfield, east or west of Worcester, right there in Massachusetts. A very blue state. And guys, for months, the East Hampton Public School District in Massachusetts has been on the search for a new superintendent of schools. Here's a local news clip from 3 months ago when the search started on how the community and the school committee plan to handle the finding of the perfect candidate.
The East Hampton School Committee is searching for a new superintendent of schools, and it's looking for volunteers to help make that decision. The committee is beginning this process with a survey open to everyone in the community to help develop a profile for the candidates. You can fill out the survey found on the East Hampton Public Schools website. The survey is anonymous and closes on January 6th. Additional information can be found.
So there you go. They're polling the whole community. They want an anonymous, hey, what do you think the best superintendent profile would look like? And after 3 months of searching, after, finding, interviewing countless people, they finally found the right candidate. It worked. And they finally found the
They
man.
crowdsourced how to hire their superintendent.
Yeah. Well, they were like, here, this is what we look.
I guess you could be like, can't blame us when he sucks or she sucks,
I guess so.
Yeah.
But that's so weird. It's like, don't we trust you to have the knowledge of what we need? Because
do our
you're the
job for us. Yeah.
Right.
Because as you'll find out, they're a bunch of morons on the school committee.
It sounds like it when you ask people to tell you how to do your job.
Yeah, and they found this guy. This is Vito Perrone, right? There he is. Sounds Italian. We know Italians.
It sounds like he doesn't like English. He looks like he doesn't like English. Yeah.
He loves Maloney's new bands.
Yeah.
And you know, he's Italian. We know how Italians are with their customs and how they handle the opposite sex. Remember Andrew Cuomo and his kissing and his touching? That was all because he was just, you know, a friendly Italian. Just his culture,
I'm
right?
Italian.
Yeah, nobody cared. That was his culture. He was an aggressive sexual assaulter, and he took it too far. And now Vito has taken it too far, and also his offer to become new superintendent has been rescinded, and the search for the perfect candidate goes on because again, they gave him the job.
What did he do? He touched someone.
Well, what did he do? You won't believe this. It's appalling. You see, Vito wrote an email to the East Hampton School Committee chairperson and her executive assistant, both women. Chairperson Cynthia Kwasinski, here she is, and executive assistant Suzanne Colby. So when Vito drafted up an email to those women to discuss important matters such as vacation time and salary, by the way, Vito would have been taking a $14,000 a year pay cut by becoming this stupid school district's new superintendent. He'd be leaving his role at a larger city in West Springfield as their interim superintendent. And, you know, he made a terrible error. He forgot that Cynthia had voted against him in the official vote of 4-3, which, you know, pretty close vote. 4-3 still got passed. And then she's a raging bitch. Yeah.
He forgot both those things.
He forgot.
What did the emails say?
Well, I'm going to let the local news tell you exactly what the emails say.
Okay.
News on Fox 6.
We begin tonight with new information out of East Hampton, where the offer to the final candidate for the superintendent of public schools was rescinded Thursday. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday evening here on Western Mass News. I'm Matt Satilli. Western Mass News reporter Olivia Hickey spoke with that candidate today and now joins us live in studio. Olivia, what can you tell us?
Miss Hickey.
Matt, Vito Perrone tells Western Mass News they voted to rescind the offer in an executive session. The reason behind it, allegedly
vampires?
a perceived
They're dead
microaggression
eyes.
in an email he sent to school committee members.
What really rankled me was the fact that the people, the community of East Hampton has always been hugely supportive and welcoming.
Vito Perrone was left in shock Thursday after his offer to become the East Hampton Public School District's next superintendent was rescinded. He tells Western Mass News he was notified by the chairperson of the school committee that his offer would be taken away due to an email he sent to the school committee chairperson and executive assistant to the committee. We obtained a copy of the email that lists negotiations, including more vacation time. He explains the main focus was him addressing the school committee members as, quote, ladies at the beginning of his email.
They explained to me that they were insulted by the address, and I said, well, I grew up at a time, 60s, 70s, when ladies and gentlemen was a term of respect, and that's how I intended it. I didn't mean to insult you.
You called them ladies?
Was basically told that my apology didn't really mean anything and that they were going to rescind the offer.
Perrone says while he was disappointed, it was not about the money and was taking a
So there you go.
So he then bragged that he makes more money than they were offering him.
He started his
Hey,
email
listen, ladies. I was
with
taking a cut.
ladies.
Yeah.
And
Ladies, comma. Yeah.
ladies, comma.
Ladies.
And that is what
I
lost
make a
him
lot
the
more
job.
money than you're offering me right now. All right.
And Cynthia blew her stack, and she held an emergency meeting to with the rest of the committee. Which is, by the way, there's like 9 women and one guy named Benjamin in the committee. I called every single one of them to try to get one of them on the phone, and unfortunately, there's a huge protest going on tonight in favor of Vito Perrone because they are not happy that this is why he is losing his job.
Cynthia and this other idiot.
Yeah, Cynthia.
Well, I think Wes, can I bring up a live comment here from
Yeah, of course.
Steven? He has a great point of why they probably aren't picking up the phone. He's going to win so much more money in court. Yeah. Because they drug his name through the mud over something that was not like viable to do that on. Exactly. So they fucked up by doing this and bringing it into the public light. They're fucked. Also, the commenters say it's Worcester. Multiple Massachusetts people west.
Sorry.
Come on.
Worcester here saw.
Worcester. Whatever.
Also, that news anchor lady was Wednesday Adams. What the fuck?
Yeah, she really was.
Miss Hickey. Yeah.
Grown
Like,
up.
show a little emotion, you know? Like,
So clearly Cynthia is on a power trip. She didn't want this guy in
not
there.
happy to be here, are you, lady? Ladies, show some emotion. Yeah.
This
I mean,
is the latest
is
story.
that insane or what? Just saying ladies
Oh, yeah,
is
he's fucked. I mean, he's not. They're fucked for.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Like, what if somebody sent us an email, anybody, it doesn't matter the sex or whatever, and it said guys, comma.
Yeah,
Right.
it's fine. It's not
Gentlemen.
Like, yeah, check.
Gentlemen, like you said.
I start emails
Whatever.
with gentlemen,
Even
and
fellas.
I say ladies all the time. Like if I'm dealing with like wedding coordinators
Well,
that I know, I'm like, ladies,
Was it
looking
ladies,
forward to
comma?
working with you.
Was it ladies, comma, and then the first
Yeah.
sentence was, so your pea brains can understand. I'm in charge now.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what else
Looking forward
bothers
to
me?
bossing you broads around.
Yeah.
You know what else bothers me? When people Cynthia's age act woke. This lady is 80, and she's acting like a Gen Zer, saying there was a microaggression against her.
Well, how
with
does
the
she?
ladies?
I would like
Give
to
me
see.
a
I'd
fucking
like
break,
to. I'd like to see
Cynthia.
the full email.
Give me a
because
fucking
I'd like
break.
to see the full email because if it's just ladies, how does she explain that? Being like,
No,
he
it's just
called
ladies.
us ladies.
It's just
And
ladies.
then-
She was offended by the ladies.
They're like, are you offended to be a lady? Like, are you?
There's no other mention other than the fact that they were offended by ladies. They called it an emergency session. They're like, this is they called it a microaggression. And
Cynthia's
again,
pretending that she
Cynthia
lives in a
voted
different
against
world
him, and
than
this
she
was her
lives.
way to try to push him out. And she's made a big mistake.
Well, she's gonna have to work with him when he gets in, and it's gonna be ugly.
Yeah, when he's gonna be her boss.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy was perfect for the job. He used to be principal at a school in East Hampton. He went to school at high school in East Hampton. He was like the poster child for superintendent of East Hampton, and Cynthia
Everybody's
hated him.
Chanting veto outside the school.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I
That's
tried.
tough
I
for
tried to
Cynthia.
get someone on the horn. But literally they were all too busy with the protests. I think because it happened tonight at 6 p.m. outside one of the schools.
They're
so.
still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't win the lawsuit money, they're gonna have to offer him the job on a silver platter and embarrass themselves a second time, anyways. So they're fucked either way.
Yeah, they're fucked. So that's it. Fools of working schools. Time for the wheel.
Let's wheel it.
Wheeled up. Everyone
on, yeah.
Everyone on. Okay.
All four boys,
on.
gentlemen.
Wes, what are these
Gentlemen.
comments you had down there for Cynthia?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the comment. These are just YouTube comments. Sad. He should have started the letter to the evil punts this may concern. Chuck Granger said, "Since when did ladies become insulting? My mother would kick my ass from here to Boston and back if I didn't address a woman as a lady."
You hear? You clown?
Yeah.
You hear me? You clown?
Yeah.
Chuck Granger.
And then Bill says, "Need a new school committee. It sounds like they are not mentally stable." So all those comments are very accurate. Yeah, people
Yeah,
not
you-
happy.
Yeah, it's so nuts.
Yeah.
When the fuck did so first of all, another thing about microaggressions, right? Almost everybody is crazy in the world, like humans. As a human, you're kind of like part crazy. It's just like part of our makeup, right? Everybody being crazy and acting their own way. Like Vito calls every fucking woman he meets lady. Hey, ladies. That's not him microaggressing against you.
No.
That's just fucking Vito being Vito.
That's
like
his
you have to
Hello.
delineate between what is a microaggression against you and what is just somebody being themselves, and all humans act differently.
Everyone needs to chill out in general too with like email courtesy. Like it doesn't have to be so boring. Like Mrs. Cynthia so and so and Mrs. so and so. Who has time to write all that bullshit out and care about it? You know, like get to the point of the email and spell check.
Well, it's like
Spell check it.
some people consider it a microaggression to not have your pronouns listed in your title in your email.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
it's like
everyone's say, look, Will, like I said, today was section 1 of people that need to chill out.
yeah, we can keep going forever
We
on
can
this
keep going on it.
You put an American flag at the bottom of your signature. That's a microaggression.
Yeah.
No, I know. It's just like, dude, people representing themselves and just being themselves. That's not microaggression against you. But
It is if you don't agree with them.
No, it's not.
Ladies is harm. Ladies is harm.
I know it's not. But
Ladies
that's
is
what people
harmless.
think.
But I know people have like warped it into this thing of like, if you just exist around me, it's a microaggression.
What
to
if she
me.
goes
It's
to
like,
a
that's
show
don't
and they're
even-
like,
I don't
"Ladies
even-
and gentlemen,"
I don't
she's
even
gonna
know.
flip
Yeah,
out.
I don't even know what a microaggression is. It's always the intent. If he intended to say, "You two get a separate email because you're dum-dums and you can't understand because you're ladies," then that's the intent when he said ladies. It's just always the intent, which it wasn't in this case. It's
Right,
always
he's just
about
talking
intent.
about his
Yeah,
job.
It's always about
I'm
intent.
going to read you just real quick before we go. The definition of microaggression is a term
What the hell
used
is
for commonplace daily verbal, behavioral, or environmental slights, whether
Slights,
intentional
yeah.
or unintentional,
Okay.
that communicate hostile, derogatory, or negative attitudes towards stigmatized
not
or
what this is.
culturally
Ladies isn't a
marginalized
slight.
group.
Yeah.
not what this is.
No.
People conflate that shit. They start dissecting what somebody means, and then they over dissect it, and then they're microaggressed. And they're like, "Oh, I've been microaggressed."
This was they threw a microaggression challenge flag, and it's a no on review.
Right, the referees
no.
are like,
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
not at all, not even fucking close.
Yeah,
pretty insane.
they microaggressed old Vitor there.
They didn't microaggress. They aggressed.
They aggressed him out of the job.
Vito, and they're
We'll keep you posted. Hopefully Vito wins. I was gonna call Cynthia and pretend to be Don Perone. Be like, this is Don Perone.
I'll tell you who's you should have. I'll tell you who's microaggressing is Italy to the English language and English speakers.
Oh yeah, that's a microaggression. That's a for sure microaggression.
That's a microaggression.
Yeah. They're like that's basically a middle finger to all English speakers, and
that's
a
slight. That's a slight to a group of people or whatever.
The Italians are probably the best microaggressors of all.
Absolutely, they're taking it.
Every comment from Italians,
they're winning the World Cup of microaggressions right now.
You know he meant cunts by ladies, right?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what they're doing, Wes. And it's like, no, he said ladies. It's Miss Ladies.
Insane.
All right, wheelless.
All right, wheelless. Here we go.
The microaggression shit just is crazy. It's going off right now.
Bam. Boom. Boom.
Whoa, Mark by a hair.
Nice. I will have your coffee back for my Purple Wall studio tomorrow.
Nice.
And congrats to UConn, the new national champions.
Not a surprise. Okay.
Or
yes, going on right now.
Ordered it right before the game. So I'm just guessing it's UConn because they've blown everybody out, right? So
they're like 8-point favorites. So
yeah, they're 7.5. Probably
that's pretty big.
I would love to see San Diego State do it though. So
I would. I don't hate UConn, but it's just they're such big underdogs. It would be funny to see at least be a very good
This
game.
is the time that shit happens in this tournament. So
dude, I also love San Diego State, man. They bulldog people. They're just like gritty. They bring you down to their level. They're in the basement and they bring you to the basement with them.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Hopefully, it's a good one. Hopefully, it was great. Oh, double overtime.
There you go. Hope you enjoy the game. That's gonna do it for us. Thank you for joining us, and you can join us again tomorrow at the same exact time, and we hope you do. But most importantly, have a great fucking day.